So, you guys have spoken, you wanted our Mudkip to be called Lil Jimmy, and so I have delivered. Let me introduce you to Mr. Lil Jimmy. Come on, mate, you said you'd do your little dance right now. Okay, fine, he's a little shite, but he's trying his hardest. Welcome back to AllTheMons. So welcome back to AllTheMons. I hope you guys like the intro. We've now got Little Jimmy in our party. So I haven't done much in the meantime. Now, our Bunnelby farm has been producing some stuff in the background, and it is doing absolutely ridiculous right now. If I type in ball over here, you can see we've got a ridiculous amount of Pokeballs. So catching a few more Pokeballs should not be a problem. I'll take all of these. Also, if I type in sprout, we have now got all 7 of the overworld sprouts, which means that sooner or later we can get into farming apricorns, meaning we can get our own Pokeballs. But in the meantime, I've been seeing these Bunnelbys creating the eggs, and then they've been hatching into level 5 Bunnelbys. So hopefully we can capture all of these and use them in our pickup farm. Perfect, that is one. Let's try and get another one. Oh, and just as I said that, another one spawned in. Great, so that is the 3 Bunnelbys caught. Let's see if any of them had the pickup ability. I'm hoping that they did. That is a shame. They've all got cheek pouch, and therefore, I guess we're going to have to release every single one of them. Oh, we do get some Poké tokens. Anyway, so what are we going to be doing this episode? Well, if you haven't looked at my backpack recently, you might have noticed we've filled out our entire storage system. Now, bearing in mind that's only 3 double chests and a huge backpack. But that means we probably need to get into some kind of storage network type thing. And luckily, last episode, I came across this over here, an Applied Energistics Meteor. So I think I'm going to try and do some early game Applied Energistics to try and get ourselves sorted with a storage system. In the meantime though, I don't think it would harm us to upgrade these chests into a better level, and so I think what I'll do, grab a bunch of this cobblestone over here, and we'll create a load of levers. Now for those of you who are familiar with sophisticated storage, they've actually changed the recipe. You used to be able to make these basic to copper tier or basic to any tier using redstone torches, but they seem to have changed it to a lever now, which I actually prefer. I think it's a little bit more accessible early game. And so if I craft 6 of these, we're going to use them on every single one. So if I use it on this bottom chest, it will then turn it into a double chest and use 2 of our copper tier upgrades. And then again here, and then again here. And now, we've got a pretty decent storage space. Actually, I'm looking at this copper to iron upgrade. We could upgrade them straight to iron tier by using the same exact recipe as before, but using iron instead and in a 4 pattern. That will 100% be worth it. So let's get them all the way up to iron tier. Yep, that is a load more storage. Perfect. So the first thing that I want to get is a storage controller. That is relatively simple. It just requires this quartz over here, nether quartz. There are probably some ways to get this without going to the nether, but we're probably going to need to go to the nether anyway. So we've got our diamond pickaxe at the ready. Let's make ourselves a bucket and find ourselves some obsidian. After crafting a bucket, I made my way over to the coastline to try and get some water. I've also been finding a couple of Pokemon around the map. Here was one earlier. It was a Rowlet, level 28. I really want to catch this guy, but obviously we're a little bit under-leveled right now. So like I said, I've just been capturing them in boats, and then I'll come back to them later on. I just spotted this level 27 Teddiursa. I like this guy. I wonder if we can take him with some of our other Pokemon. Let me just try this. This might be incredibly dumb. We'll give it a go, though. A mini tip that you guys suggested is that I can actually change the animation speed here. Oh, okay, right. Thank you, Starly, for getting 1 hit. I can change the animation speed. I don't think it changes the server battle speed, but the animations play a little bit faster on my client, so I'm not sure that actually speeds up the fight. In total, it wiped out 4 of my best mons until I finally just went, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna use the Ultra Ball. Right, I'm not feeling very confident about the rest of my Pokemon surviving this, so let's give a go with the Ultra Ball that we just got. 43% is a pretty decent health level. Ooh. Perfect, right, Teddiursa's just joined us. That's ridiculous. I did not expect that. We might even be able to get that Rowlet, but what I originally came here for was just a simple water bucket. Our Teddiursa has pickup ability, that's a shame. I really want to use it. Although saying that, it is significantly stronger than our Starly, so I'm going to keep our Teddiursa on us now. Heal him up in the Pokeball, and hopefully we can get back to what we were planning. I then took a trip back down to the mines to try and get ourselves some more obsidian. I am quite literally just on the lookout for lava, however I might as well get some of the ores that are coming in from our mining expedition, because they're always going to be useful. But we don't even have the space to store it, which is a bit of a shame. Some lava up here, but I don't think that will be very accessible. Oh my goodness, what's happened up here? Wow, what a lovely little area. We've got, I'm going to guess that's a little mine shaft. I was about to say that looks like a lava pool, but it only looks like that one source block that's just sort of spread around like this, so probably not very good for obsidian. It took us about 5 minutes to find a lava pool that was pretty decent in size. Journey Map's cave map really does help out with this, so if you are looking for lava, you can find it like that. Ah, perfect. Right, so we have found some lava down here. I was just going to look at the map for a second and show you something. Now, my home is over here, and somewhere in between the home and here, there's a massive trial chamber in the middle of all of this. So it might be worth at some point having a quick look in here, because that might be quite interesting. But either way, that is not what we came here for right now. We came here for the lava. I am noticing this Paris over here. Ooh. I think that Paris, if I'm not incorrect, has a sleeping ability. And that's going to be really good for catching Pokemon. So hopefully, I might be able to do some damage here and catch ourselves a Paris. Ah, that's it. It's got Paralyze ability. Now, that will help us catch Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be as good as sleeping, but still useful, and hopefully I can get him in a couple of Great Balls. Perfect, there we go. Paris is now added. Right, so let's grab a bunch of this obsidian. My best bet is probably to place the water there, cover that all up, use a water bucket there, and then just harvest it with AllTheMons, and we should be able to get, hopefully, about a stack. That would do us pretty well. Let's see, moment of truth. 25, well, it's not exactly a stack, but it will definitely do. Might as well grab a little bit more whilst we're here. We've got 60 in total. Let's do a slash home. I also, whilst I was exploring, found myself another diamond pickaxe and a diamond axe here, as well as this crystal heart. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this does. Let's have a quick research. Interesting. The ability is called Will to Live. Increases the player's maximum health points. I'm hoping maybe I can re-roll it and get a better re-roll. Oh, there we go, like that. And now we've got 4 extra health points. That is really nice. I'll pop that on the old charm slot. Where does that go? I guess there. And we're looking pretty swanky. I also picked up, you might see it on my hip, this antidote vessel. It's not great. It just reduces negative effects by 21%. But since we don't have anything occupying that slot, we might as well use it for now. Now, something quite useful from upgrading these into iron chests. Not only do we have a lot more space, but we also have some options up here, such as sort inventory and, most importantly, search. So now, if I want to find something easier in our chest, I can type in raw, and there we go, all of our raw copper's there. There's also these 2 buttons over here, allowing me to transfer matching to storage and transfer matching to inventory. What that will basically do is if I press that, anything that already exists in here will then be added into the chest. So I can go into all of my chests, transfer matching, and then anything that hasn't matched means that we haven't stored it anyway. So that means we can just add it like so to there. I've cleared out my backpack now, so it's looking a lot cleaner, and we've now put everything in the chests. Now, I know that this isn't organised, but that's because we're going to be going straight into a storage terminal. Now, obviously, we're going to the Nether right now, so I need to get a flint and steel, and I was struggling to find iron. Now, the good thing is, if I search in this top bar, it also saves whenever I move to another chest, so I can now find all of my iron up here very quick and very easily, just by searching for what I want and then going through all these chests. For now, we'll move the portal probably into this little mini cave spot around here. There's almost a perfect spot for it just here. We'll put some fence gates in front of it with some fence posts like that. I also misplaced one of the obsidian. Brilliant, well done. We'll make a more permanent place for this, but for now, I'm not even too sure whether we're going to be living in the jungle. So, let's light up this portal, go through and grab ourselves a little bit of quartz. I hear the noises. Ooh, we got a terrible spawn in the middle of a basalt delta. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what a terrible spawn. Right in the middle of a lava lake. Well, I guess we could always make a move. I do see... Is that Gastly? Now, Gastly, and specifically Haunter and Gengar, are some of my most favourite Pokemon. So if we can get one, I would be very happy. Level 15. He's in our level range. Am I going to have a problem if I throw my Pokemon at him and it's going to land in the lava? Let's just see. No? Okay, he's in a good spot. Right, Lil Jimmy, what can you do? We'll get Water Gun on him. We've got some balls in our backpack, so hopefully we can use some of these basic ones here. And he slept my Pokemon. Brilliant. Perfect. Oh, 17%. I reckon we can do him in one ball. Yes, brilliant. Fantastic. We got ourselves a Gastly. Right, now, to get what we actually came here for, some nether quartz. Should be a good little start. 7. I do want a little bit more. And we'll also get some glowstone whilst we're here, because that's quite useful. I spent myself about 5 minutes trying to get as much quartz as I could see. It's a little bit difficult to see with all the glowing shaders, because every single one of the ores pops out. But eventually we ended up with quite a bit, and so I thought I'd take a little bit of glowstone back with us as well. Ah, perfect. I believe there's a little bit down here. Yes, great. Let's grab all of that. I'm just looking at the map to try and see if we've got a blaze fortress nearby. I don't think so. I can't see anything that indicates that on the map. I would like to get one at some point. That gives us wart and blaze powder. I'm debating whether it's worth staying in here a little... Ooh, okay, maybe not. I am debating whether it's worth staying in here a little while to try and find... Oh, is that a bastion? I don't think that's the treasure bastion that we need for later, but that is pretty good. And so the hunt for a blaze fortress was on. However, something interrupted me, which I genuinely cannot believe happened. Whoa, hold on. We just got another shiny. A sizzlipede. What is a sizzlipede? This is getting ridiculous. This is the second shiny. There's 2 episodes in a row. I don't know where I can find this thing, though. I don't know what it is. There's these things over here. That looks like a little centipede thing. I think that'll be it. Let's have a look. Is this it? Have a look. Doesn't look shiny. It is a sizzlipede. A sizzlipede. Where's the shiny one? Oh. I hear it. I hear it. That over there? Yes. Here it is. It looks the exact same. What? What is the difference? It is level 24. We could capture it. And so after a pretty intense battle, we then sent out Paris. Hopefully we can get a paralysis on it. Let's try it. Stun spore? Stun spore. It missed. Oh, okay, try again, try again. Oh no, that's flame wheel. That's super effective. Okay, bye Paris. Oh, I'm going to have to put out Teddy Ursa. I'm just hoping he doesn't do some ridiculous attack move. Payback 50. Ah, licks 50. And it might also leave paralysis. Yes, let's do lick. Okay. And it's paralysed. Right, okay, that's good. Let's use... Do we have a great ball? We have a great ball. Let's try a great ball. Our first shiny could be happening. Yeah, we did it. We did it. I can't believe that. Right now, we are 2 for 2 episodes on shinies. I don't know what this luck is. A little bit of a shame we can't use it right now, and I don't actually know the difference between a regular one. I don't know that Pokemon. This does feel so precarious. I'm literally just jumping up and down across these nether biomes. It is ridiculous. I kept on exploring through the warped forest and eventually came across a Haunter. Looks like a Haunter. What level are you? It was a little bit too high level, so my first reaction was to just kill him and see what he dropped. A little bit mental. Iapa berry. Ooh, very cool. Ooh, hold on. Was that vibranium? That's vibranium up there. We can't mine that because we don't have an AllTheModium pickaxe. It does spawn pretty frequently, although... Yeah, there we go. There's another one over there. And there's a massive vein over here. What on earth is this area for vibranium? We've got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 veins of it. I'm definitely marking this one on the map for later. We still haven't found that blaze fortress that we really want. I will be grabbing a bunch of these mushrooms for later, though. They spawn all around the nether. They're just regular mushrooms, but trust me, for things like Ars Nouveau, we'll be needing these. I'm also going to be attacking all of these slugmas because they drop magma cream when they're killed, which is very handy early game. What is you? Oh, you're the sizzlipede. Ooh. Saw something on the map. What is that over here? That is definitely not a fortress, but something. Let's go and investigate. On my way to investigate that strange building, I ended up stumbling across the most hidden, secretive blaze fortress I've ever seen. It literally didn't even appear on my map. Oh, no, hold on. Blaze fortress. Where am I? I didn't see this on the map. That is a hidden blaze fortress. Look at that. You cannot even see that on the map. That is crazy. But we found it, I guess. Still want to know what that is in the corner down there. Not entirely sure, but I see rails, so maybe it's the Cataclysm boss? Either way, we found what we were looking for. After making my way up the Blaze Fortress with my jumpy boots, we finally arrived at the main centre of it. Perfect. And now, I want to get some blaze rods. I need to mark this on the map as well, so I've got to be a bit careful. Easy dodge, mate. And then, 1 tap. It's 2 blaze rods in total. I did say about my luck and count the blaze rods. We have got 2 for 2 right now. Please don't hire any mathematicians, I promise. Whoa, why are these coloured blue? What is this? What? I have never seen this before. And that is 2 blaze spawners right next to each other as well. This looks so cool. I've never seen this before. Why is it all blue? I guess Soul Sand Valley, but I've never seen the blazes change colour. I'm gonna guess it's part of the shaders that I've got. The Let's Play luck also continued because the first Wither Skeleton we killed dropped something that I didn't expect. Is that a Wither Skeleton? Oh mate, this is getting stupid now. This luck is getting ridiculous. Since we found this fortress, I farmed some blaze rods for a little bit, but then I remembered it'd be worthwhile grabbing some nether wart whilst we're here. I marked it on the map, and then went scouring for nether wart. This looks a bit promising. Hopefully we can find something around here. If not, a nether chest is always good. Iron diamonds. Tablet of locate structure, that's great. The atmosphere here is super creepy. Saddles. Don't know what we could use them for, but they're always good. Ooh, compressed leggings. Now, I don't believe we actually have any leggings right now, so that is great. We'll take some of these. And a better chest plate as well. That'll be perfect. TM Crunch. Oh, that's a TM rather than a TR, meaning we can reuse that, I believe. Let's just keep up with storing and looting. Ah, perfect. Oh, it was literally right behind me. I was just going down there. It is literally just here. Did I avoid this? Perfect. Let's grab all of the nether wart, and we might as well grab all of the soul sand, something to grow it on. Oh, there's a second room here with the exact same thing. Right, we'll leave the others. We'll just grab these ones. I think that is all we need to do. We don't have a second waystone. I'd like to put a waystone here, but we don't actually have one just yet. So for now, we're just going to have to leave this place. Maybe grab another blaze rod on the way. I wonder if our luck is that good that we can get another skull. Oh, I was really hoping for foreshadowing. And just as I said that, I was getting shot at by a ghast. But then I pulled an absolutely pro-gamer move on him. He did not expect it. Return to sender. Easy, mate. Ow. Maybe not. Is that Duskull? Okay, another one of my favourite Pokemons is Duskull, or specifically Dusk Noir, the Diamond and Pearl one. The new one. Oh my goodness, you can tell how old I am. Here he is. What level is he? Level 8. That's easy. We can get him. We can get him very easily. We need to use something easier. Let's throw out Paris and just try and get a stun spore on him. I've got to be careful. There's the ghast knocking around over just here. So I might be able to just tickle his feet. Okay. That works too. Paralysed. Okay, right. Let's... Oh, I'm getting attacked again. Oh, you know what? One Great Ball, surely. He's only level 8. I want to get out of here as soon as possible. Easy. Right, Duskull's got. Right, slash home. Woof. Chaos. But we've done it. What is that? A stellar type shard? I don't know this. This one's must be a new thing. But we got everything that we came here for. We want to get ourselves the storage controller. Everything here is easy. We need to make a barrel or a chest. We just need that quartz to make some nether quartz. It's enough for 2 comparators. And then the storage controller. Perfect. That is exactly what we needed. Now, the storage controller is pretty interesting. It connects all of our sophisticated storage together into one block. So if I remove all of my furnaces like that, I can then right-click my storage controller here. And you'll see right now it's actually showing us all of the items that are inside. And it currently connects to any block that is touching it that is a chest. So these are all stacked up on each other. These are all connected to our storage controller. Meaning that if I fill my inventory with a bunch of stuff that is already stored in our network like this, if I double right-click, all of that will go, or the stuff that can fit in there will go. And it will actually populate this chest, which is perfect. So let's pop all of that in. Get all of that out as well. And this is a much easier way to clear our chests out. But I still want to get a storage terminal or some sort of storage solution because I'm tired of searching through all of my chests to try and find iron. Speaking of the iron, let's upgrade that copper furnace that we had last episode to the iron furnace. And we might as well plonk those 2 over here. So it's time we got involved with Applied Energistics. The first thing that we're going to be making is a charger from Applied Energistics. That is super simple. We have already got everything that we need for that. And I'm also going to make the wooden crank here. That requires 4 sticks and 1 copper. We can get that pretty easily. Got a load of wood to use up, so we'll try that. And the wooden crank is ours. Now, if you haven't already found one of those meteors, that's the one that looks a bit like this on the map. You'll see the massive crater around it. If you haven't already found one, I'm going to show you a technique to be able to find them a little bit easier. First thing you're going to need is your charger. Plonk the wooden crank on top like so. And if you craft yourself a regular Minecraft compass like that, pop that in and charge it up a few times, it will turn into the Meteor compass from Applied Energistics. Right, there we go. So that is the Meteor compass, and that will point in the direction of a meteor. If it's not pointing anywhere, that means that it's not found one. So my advice is to just go and look around your world. Though I say that, it is pointing to somewhere. Maybe it's the shaders? Oh, it's the shaders, right. So if I turn off my shaders... Oh, that is the one that we're looking at. Right, okay. So if we followed that compass, we would then end up at the meteor. Now, before we go to the meteor, I want to do something else. I want to make a sawmill from productive trees. That is... not difficult. We just need a stone cutter, some iron, and then some planks. Although it is quite funny, I have completely forgotten how to make a vanilla stone cutter. And then we get the sawmill. If I plonk that down, let's pop it here for now. I'm going to add a bunch of logs to it. I think I've got a load of jungle logs that I'm not going to be using up, so this one here. If I plop a load of logs into it, what's going to happen is it's going to progress through, and then eventually we'll get some planks. Now, we'll get 6 planks instead of the usual 4, but we'll also get this byproduct of sawdust. And if I grab 4 of those sawdust and combine them together, I get something called a cardboard box from Mechanism. The cardboard box is really neat. It allows me to pack up any kind of item. So I've got this campfire here. I can pack it up in a cardboard box, take it, move it to a different location, and shift right click, and I've moved this item. This works with practically everything, including spawners. So actually, can I do /back? I can. Right, I'm going to grab one of the spawners. I ended up returning back to the nether and grabbing those 2 blaze spawners in cardboard boxes. That'll be really handy. We can use those later on for a mob farm. I think what I'm going to do is have a bunch of these cardboard boxes in my backpack in case we come across spawners later on. So I'm going to wait, hopefully get a few more of these cardboard boxes, and then we can go exploring for the Meteor. We've got 8 cardboard boxes in total. I'm going to leave these in the background, and because these are also in a loaded chunk, that should just work in the background whilst I'm away, so we can keep producing a couple more cardboard boxes. But let's go and run over to the Meteor. And so I made haste over towards the Meteor. But as per usual, we got distracted by something else. What's that over there? Whoa, what is that? Never seen that before. What level are you? Level 41. Goodness me. Cyclizar. There is a slim chance he can fit into a boat. I definitely want him. He's cool. And he fit into a boat. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Come on, mate. Fit into a boat. Fit into a boat. You can. I know you can. No, he can't. So that left me with a tricky choice. We either capture him now or risk him despawning. And obviously, you know me, you know what I'm going to pick. We ended up trying to capture him. So I might try to capture him. Have I got enough Ultra Balls? I've got 2 Ultra Balls. I don't think it's going to be enough. Let's... Oh, screw it. Let's give it a go. Go on, Teddy Ursa. Do your thing. Shift gear. Is this literally just a Pokemon that is a motorcycle or something? This is so weird. Why are all of his moves like that? Oh, I don't know what to do. We're probably going to die here, so I'm just trying to figure out something. Right. He died. 1 hit as well. Right. Little Jimmy, come on. You can do this, mate. Hit him with a Rock Smash. Super effective. This guy's attack and speed are now ridiculous. I think any attack he does will just instantly murder us, so I've got to be a bit careful. Are we doing alright, you know? This could be possible. He says as he gets 1 hit. Paris. Now, I want Stun Spore to hit. We can get Paralysis, and then hopefully... Never mind. Oh, Wooloo, mate. Let's just Ultra Ball him from here. Come on. Oh my goodness, we got him. What? We actually got him. Level 40. What was he? 41. I can't believe it. What a cool Pokemon, man. Let's slash home a second. Everything is just put on pause. What is this guy? Teddy Ursa has now been swapped out for this guy. Who are you? He is so cool. Look at him. It's our first dragon type as well. So we've got some pretty decent moves and attacks here. Yeah, this guy's abilities seem absolutely ridiculous. Very cool. Right, let's heal him up. He's now going to be our power leveling Pokemon. In the meantime, let's go and do what we actually came here for, which is finding that Meteor. We're really close now. Perfect. Here it is, the Meteor itself, and that means we can get some of this Sky Stone. I'm going to go from the top angle. I'm going to ultimine quite a little bit of this Sky Stone, but in the middle, just here, is where the magic is. If we break this mysterious cube, we'll get a bunch of the applied Energistics stuff. We get all of the presses, and we also get the guide from AE. Meaning that if we're a little bit stuck, we can use this. It's got a really nice comprehensive guide. Even got like these little pondering mechanics here where you can actually see what's going on. But second to that, we actually want to take some of these crystals. In the top half of my screen, you'll see what quality they are, and we're looking for flawless. The highest one that we've got right now is flawed, which is a massive shame. We might have to go searching for a little bit more. I don't entirely know what to do with these. These budding Certus Quartz will actually generate us Certus Quartz passively. Problem is that they all have their different qualities, and eventually, these bad quality ones, the chipped, the damaged, the flawed, they will all decay directly into Certus Quartz blocks after a little while of use. So, the main one we're trying to go for is flawless. We clearly didn't get very lucky here. We're trying to get flawless because they never actually decay. They always stay flawless. I'm going to just break these, and if you do break them without using Silk Touch, it will actually degrade as well. So that went to damaged, and now Certus Quartz block. I do hope that our compass is actually going to point to another one. Oh, it is, over here. Because I do want to get myself a flawless bud, because they are ridiculously good. Hold on, on the map, I've just found Cyndaquil. I can see it on the map. Here, just down here. Oh, he's asleep as well. I love Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is one of my favourite Johto Pokemon, and he's asleep. So, I think might be able to just get him in a one Ultra Ball. I definitely want to try and grab this. If I can't, I'll grab him in a boat. Okay, didn't get lucky there. Do I have any Great Balls? We don't. We're just going to have to rely on regular Pokeballs. This is annoying. I might have to boat him and wait for him later. But just as I said that, the next Pokeball that I used ended up capturing him. Oh, perfect. Right, okay. We got a Cyndaquil as well. Guys, the party continues. This is why you need a pickup farm. You get so many balls to start with. We still have our shiny Miltank and Ditto and Score Bunny to catch, so we'll have to look out for them. But for now, let's go hunting for the Meteors. What's that up there? Is that the Ars Tower? Let's have a quick little look. We might have ended up with another little detour as well. This is getting ridiculous. So the Ars towers spawn around and you can get some good loot inside them. And there's also a rare chance of getting something inside the tower. I don't know whether we'll get lucky enough for it. We've got the blazing archwood here. I don't think I have this type, so let's grab that one. Perfect. We want to try and get every single type of Ars tree as well. I don't know the best way to get up there. I'm going to guess we can just jump using our bunny boots. So we're at the top now, and we've got the flourishing archwood. I actually managed to pick one up whilst we were walking around, so I think we're okay for that. Now, this warping nexus, I'm not entirely sure what it does, so I'm going to leave it for now. In fact, I'll actually take it with us if we can break it. Actually, I don't trust myself. I don't know whether I can break it. But either way, we get this nexus warp scroll. Can I leave it back in there? No. I don't know what to do with this. I'll have a little look into it. But, there is a rare chance. If you spot one of these in the wild, if you dig down here, you might get lucky and jump into a room, a secret Ars room that has a bunch of loot inside. I don't think we did get lucky, which is completely fair. We've got lucky with everything else. So yeah, we didn't get lucky. Right. Okay, fair enough. I'm definitely not complaining because we've been so lucky in other ways in the series, so that's fine. But hopefully, if we ever come across one of those, I will be sure to check. Basically, if you do find one, you'll get yourself a set of Ars armor and a bunch of Ars loot. So if you ever want to get started in Ars Nouveau, that is one heck of a way to get started. Anyway, back to the Meteor. We are going in this direction over here. MLG. Oh, I did it in a leaf block. That doesn't work. Ooh, I think this might be it. I'm seeing a big dip that we normally see. That looks like it. Yeah, it's a little baby Meteor. Little baby Meteor. But still just as valuable. Hopefully, we can find a flawless one in here. I don't want to go 2 for 2. Chipped. Damaged. Flawless. Perfect. We got at least one. That is perfect. So just the one flawless. That's good. Well, at least it's better than nothing. So I'm going to grab this one here and I'm going to convert every other one into its worser form. Great. Let's go back home. In true gym fashion, I'm actually going to throw away the guide. We don't need it. We've already got one already, so that's fine. But we're going to convert this Certus Quartz back down into Certus Quartz Crystal. And we've got quite a few things to make. What we are going to need is a resonance generator, a crystal resonance generator. That's going to involve doing some charging on our Certus Quartz. And then we also need to get Fluix, which I'll show you in a sec. We need to get ourselves the ME crafting terminal. That's going to involve some inscribing, so I'll show that in a little bit. We're going to need some Fluix glass cables, so we need quite a bit of this Fluix by the looks of it. And most importantly, we need to get ourselves the ME storage bus. It's just pistons and then an ME interface, which is going to need those logic processors that I was talking about earlier. So if you're new to that, it's going to seem a little bit confusing, but trust me, trust the process, it won't be that difficult. I do also cover this early game AE2 system in my ATM10 storage progression guide. So if you're looking for a good storage progression, my recommendation is that video there. Should be in the top right of your screen right now. The first thing I'm going to make is an inscriber. That's just 2 pistons and some iron and copper. We can do that very easily. Perfect, that's the inscriber sorted. Plonk that on the side here. I want to power these. Now, I could use this hand crank that we've been using, but it's not very effective. So I think we need to get some form of generator. So we're looking for early game power options. We get recommended a few from the basic power section down here. It shows us a couple of recipes here that we could do, like a coal generator from RF Tools. However, I've got a third option that's actually a little bit easier. The augment generator from iron furnaces. Now, we've got this iron furnace over here. We can actually convert it directly into a generator if we've got these materials here. Let's try our luck with the augment generator. I also made a second iron furnace. I'm going to plonk that here, right-click it with the generator. You'll see it's turned into one. So let's give it some tiny coal. And yeah, right, it's producing some RF. That's going to be power, and that should be going directly into these. It's not by the looks of it. Maybe we have to go into the config. I think we do. Right, so if I go into this section here, I can actually set these to output on both sides like that. And yeah, these now both have power. To make that a little bit easier, you can press shift and click the middle one, and that will reset all. And then you can set that like that, and it looks a little bit cleaner. That also means we can remove our hand crank. So let's go back through what we need. We need a lot of this Fluix crystal. Now that is not that difficult to make. You just need to get some charged Certus Quartz, some redstone, and then some normal Nether Quartz. Now the way that we get the charged one is just whacking in a Certus Quartz crystal into the charger, and then you'll see it's now just charged. We'll get maybe 4 of these. We'll grab 4 of the quartz from earlier, and then we just need to submerge it in water. If I place some water outside here, drop down a water bucket, throw down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should then convert into Fluix crystal. That's 8, perfect, we'll pick that up. We'll start off with the cables. We just need to make ourselves some quartz fiber using the Certus Quartz dust that we got. If we don't have any Certus Quartz dust, we can actually just throw a Certus Quartz crystal into here, and that will turn it directly into Certus Quartz dust. Like so. Let's grab the quartz fiber. Let's grab 4 of the ME cables. And now this is where things get funky. We need to make the ME crafting terminal. So the biggest thing here is that we're going to actually need some processors, specifically logic processors, and then up here we need the calculation processors. It might look confusing, and that's because it slightly is, but we need to get the printed calculation circuits. You get those from putting Certus quartz into the inscriber calculation press, and you get the logic ones from doing the same with the printed logic circuits from the inscriber logic press here. Now when we broke that mysterious cube, that is what these presses are here. They dropped every single type of press for us, so that means we can make every kind of processor. So if I go into my inscriber here and throw 3 gold ingots in, and then I believe it's the logic one, so here, that will then make the printed logic circuits. You'd probably be better off having multiple of these inscribers, but for now we're a little bit low on resources, so we'll only do the one. I'll also grab that one calculation that we need, although I think we're out of power. Yes, we are. Let's grab just a bit of coal to top that back up. We then need to make ourselves printed silicon. We get that from silicon, and what is a good way of getting silicon? We can smelt down Certus quartz dust. However, there's a quartz blend recipe here. It takes in sand, coal, and Certus quartz, and you get 6 of them. And one of those 6, you can actually smelt into 4 silicons. This is actually really good. Later on, we'll get into the enrichment chamber, and you can get 6 for your recipe. But for now, we haven't got that. We just need to do some smelting. And that is 100% a better recipe than what we've got. So let's grab the sand that we've got and make ourselves some of that quartz blend. That's all smelted up now. We've got 24 silicon. If I grab the silicon press and pop down 4 of those, that should be enough to get all these logic circuits sorted. This is a really slow process at first, but we can get acceleration cars to speed it up, or we can automate this later on with multiple inscribers. So for now, we'll just have to suck it up because it's early game. Anyway, we've now got the silicon. If I now add my printed silicon, the printed logic, and then some redstone, we'll now get the full logic processors. Great, that is the last one coming in. We'll then add our calculation, and that will finish that one off. Perfect, that is sorted. So now, we just need to make ourselves that crafting terminal. We will need to get some Fluix dust for that, so that means putting the Fluix crystal in the inscriber on its own. Don't know how much of that we'll need. Probably 2 for now would be my guess. Let's make these cores. We need the annihilation core, then we need the formation core, and an illuminated panel. We'll use this one here. That's just quartz glass and some glowstone. I'm glad we got the glowstone earlier. The quartz glass is just some dust and glass. That's easy. Right, so that is the quartz glass. Go back into the recipe, find the illuminated panel. There we go. ME terminal, secured. And then we need the ME crafting terminal, which just uses the calculation and then a crafting table. That is incredibly easy. We just need to get some of our wood. Great. That's the crafting terminal secured. Now we need to get that storage bus, so we need the ME interface. That's that. And then 2 pistons. Then the ME storage bus. Easy. And then lastly, we need something to power this. Now, if we use a crystal resonance generator, that should be good for now. We need the Fluix block, which is our last bit of Fluix. We craft the exact perfect amount. And then a single charged Certus quartz. Plonk that in there. Charged up. And then simple as just crafting it like that. So we now have everything we need to get ourselves a basic storage system up and running. So what I'm going to do is place down our cable just over here. We're going to add an ME storage bus and connect that directly onto the controller, meaning that our system's going to have direct access to all of this storage here, which is connected to all of our chests here. Later on, we'll expand this and probably have even more chests, so that should be really easy. We will pop down a crafting terminal, and that will allow us to actually access all of those items through here. And you'll see right now it's out of power, because the last thing we add is the crystal resonance generator connected anywhere, but I'm going to put it on the top because that's the nicest place, and hopefully that's now working. I'm going to set it to sort by number of items and descending so we can see what the largest amount of items are, in this case cobbled deep slate, and I should be able to just shift click all of my items in. Oh my goodness, that is so nice. I love it. Let me go into my backpack. I want to get rid of absolutely everything here. Throw it all in. Oh, that's so much neater. Look at that. Now, clearly, we've not got much storage. We're already somewhat running out. So we're probably going to have to expand all of our chests. But this is really good. This means we can get all of our items so quickly. This makes things so much easier. We literally just have to expand our storage. And then we can get into auto-crafting, which should allow us to make Pokeballs really early game and quite easily. But before we head off for this episode, I do want to catch all of the Pokemon that are on my minimap that I've missed out on, apart from the ones that I'm a little bit too scared to. So let's start off with Bonsly over here that we found last episode. Let's grab our Paris, who can hopefully just whack him with a stun spore. I'm a little bit scared to do anything crazy. Let's see if we can do a scratch and then a stun spore. Oh my goodness, Paris's ability means that anything... Wait, I need to find out that ability, but it basically just made Bonsly sleep when he attacked him. So, I think that might be the strat. This Paris is ridiculous. Let's see if we can get lucky. We did! Brilliant. We've got Bonsly as well. What is that ability? I want to find out. Here we go. Effect Spore. Contact with the Pokemon may inflict poison, sleep, or paralysis. Paris, you're a legend, mate. That is actually incredible. I don't really care for Hoppip right now, so I'm going to just remove it. I'm sorry, Hoppip. You might despawn, you might not. We'll leave it up to fate to see whether we get Hoppip again. But let's move on. We got Phanpy over here. That's a cool looking Pokemon. What is this? A Blitzel. I've never seen that before. Interesting. I won't get it because I don't know what it is. I came here for Phanpy because he's my favourite. I'm going to use Absorb because I think that'll do enough damage. Nice. Not too bad. Another Absorb. And he's paralysed. 50%. I am very happy with that. I think we'll just do a Pokeball from there. And, oh, okay. Thank you, Blitzel. I guess we're also going to get Blitzel later. Blitzel just walked into our boat, so I'm assuming he wants to be captured later on. And for some reason, Phanpy was actually pretty difficult to catch. I tried quite a few Pokeballs, but eventually we ended up capturing him. Easy. Very nice. And I just seen something on the map. I think I see a Score Bunny on the map. What is it? It is. It's a Score Bunny. Let's grab that. Quick, 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 quick. Over here. What level are you? 17. That is pretty easy to do. Is that wolf coming to attack? I hope not. I may have just saved him from the wolf. Now, I don't want to insta-kill it. I think Water Gun might if I'm not careful. Rock Throw is probably our best bet. And if I thought that Phanpy was difficult to catch, Score Bunny took significantly more balls. I was here for a while and it even managed to faint my Mudkip. But luckily the pickup farm generates so many balls that we don't even have to worry. We caught it in no time. Hey, nice. Right, Score Bunny's got as well. I want to check in on the shiny Miltank just to see that it's still there. Oh, it is. The blue shiny Miltank. I'm still a little bit scared to do anything with it because... Oh, we could do, you know. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get 2 shinies. I'm still so scared to do anything with it because I just don't want it to poison itself and then us to really screw ourselves over. I'm going to try and hit it with the lowest hitting Pokemon. What level is it? 24. So that does mean that Lil Jimmy should be able to do some damage without... you know, completely getting it in one go. Let's try for a Rock Smash with Lil Jimmy. Oh, it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to rely on Paris. Let's just hope that we can get a Paralyze. I really, really, really don't want to damage this guy. I just try and hit it straight up with a Stun Spore. Okay, it's paralysed. Maybe it's just worth throwing as many balls as we can at it. It's only level 24. So it shouldn't have too much health. And in total, it took us 2 goes to try and catch our shiny Miltank in a regular Pokeball. 3. We got it! The shiny Miltank. That is ridiculous. We now have 2 shiny Pokemon. What is this? I know this Pokemon. This is Luxray? Shinx? Shinx, yeah, I remember Shinx. I'm going to try and grab that one, because I quite like him. And then, I guess I'm just going to use a bunch of Pokeballs on the Phanpys nearby, because I've been told something that might be quite interesting. Hey, lucky catch. Nice. Okay, that's another Phanpy. We'll throw out Paris and try and capture this one as well. Oh, he's already sleeping. Oh, hold on. This might be an easy catch. Nice. Okay, that's 2 more Phanpys. I was told that Phanpy always has pickup on him, so let me just quickly check. He does. Yeah, all 3 of my Phanpys have pickup. So, I think we can actually improve the Bunnelby farm by just adding all of our Phanpys, we now get more opportunities to get some pickup drops. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of these TR cases. We can make ourselves the TM machine, which is like a PC, but for storing the TMs. However, we could get the TR case. That's a little bit easier to get, and that will allow us to store all of those temporarily. So I think we should do that. And then it's just as simple as seeing what we've got in this chest. We just need to make some more chests. That's easy. Oh, this is so useful. I'm so glad we made this storage system. And then we still need leather. Well, not to worry. I have found our source of leather. Right, our leather problems are no more. For some reason, we just seem to find quite a bit. Let's grab that TR case, and I believe that if I search for all of the TMs... Yeah, we've got a load here. What happens? Do I right-click... place all of them in there, and then I can... Ooh, I can search for what I've got. Oh, that's really useful. So we can actually just store all of our TMs in here. Oh, that makes things so much easier, and it fills up a lot less space in this chest over here, but we still will need to expand it very soon. But thank you very much for watching. We have done quite a little bit this episode. The biggest thing that we've got is the new storage system that's made everything so much easier. But we've also got ourselves this guy, who is ridiculously cool. Apparently we can also ride him. Oh, hold on, check this out. Wait, what? What is this? Oh, sick. Check. Look at this guy. He goes so quick. I didn't realise we could ride him. This is so cool. Does he jump? He jumps. Oh my goodness, this guy's so cool. I love him. I love him, guys. And he needs a name. Comment section. You know what to do. Name our Cyclizar. Thank you. So he is currently our best mon, definitely by a long shot. But on top of that, we managed to get ourselves a shiny Miltank and a shiny sizzlipede. That is most definitely the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.